Hey there, River Valley. Mark here. A couple things I've been thinking about that are on my heart. Just want to take a minute and update you. Number one, want to welcome everyone back to one of our services. And there are still many people that aren't aware of the fact that we are meeting live. And so unless you're somebody who is compromised physically and you should stay home, we want to welcome all the rest of you back to one of the services. And there is no replacement for the live gathering, meeting together, as Hebrews 10 tells us, commands us, don't forsake the gathering, the meeting together to worship and fellowship for real together. We know the online option is great. We'll continue to make that available, but it really isn't a replacement. And so I just want to encourage you with that. We do have social distancing at all of the locations. We have a couple of services, especially downtown, that are, there's a lot of space, like the Thursday night service at 6. The 11:30 service on Sunday is pretty small and a great service if you're looking for more social distancing. And we're applying all the sanitary measures and all of those things at all the campuses, wiping everything down between services. We want to remind you about the mask requirements for the indoor, not required for the outdoor services, but for the indoor. And I know this can be kind of a pain. I was, just aggravated about that the other day with the mask on in church. And then the Lord spoke to me and he said, Mark, you got all of these Christian brothers and sisters all over the world being persecuted. They can't worship publicly for fear of persecution, getting killed, arrested. A lot of times these Christians, they in the middle of the night in secret walk for miles just to be together with other believers during the middle of the night, and then got to be back home before the sun comes up. And I thought, man, what's my problem that I'm whining because I have to put a mask on, And actually it's a loving thing to do, to protect ourselves. And so I just wanted to challenge myself with that it really is time, I think, to get back into the habit of fellowshipping and worshiping together with other believers. And so we want to welcome you back, again, at whatever campus you attend, or whether it's an outdoor service, an indoor, and bring your kids. It's time to get back into fellowship together. So that's the first thing that's on my heart. The second thing is I want to remind you that we have a church vote coming up this weekend. We're asking you to approve the recommendation of our elders to purchase the Buckboard Restaurant out in Murphy as a campus, a facility, a much needed facility for our Murphy congregation, River Valley Murphy. And we've been praying for this for a long time, and God has opened this door and He's provided. The church is, by God's grace, in a strong position financially to do this, but we do want to get your support in the final decision. There are a number of contingencies that need to be met along with your vote of approval and affirmation. There's financial things we're looking at as far as like extra costs to get it ready. Want to make sure we count the costs. We're looking at, what's the county going to require? These are all things that we can back out of the deal if necessary, so we don't get ourselves into an unfortunate situation. All that to say, we really ask you to pray with us and to help support this with the vote of affirmation and approval this weekend in all of our services. That option will be available. So that's happening this weekend. Really exciting that God has provided this opportunity for us. And then finally, most life groups right now are taking a break. Some groups are continuing to meet, which is awesome, but most are on a break to give our leaders some much needed R&R. And just a heads up as we're thinking about the fall, that for those of you who aren't yet in a group, this is a great time to join with, about 1,000 people who are in groups in our church and who took that step at one point, like we hope you would, to step out and to get connected and to give it a shot, because this type of fellowship is so important in these smaller kinds of gatherings. Also want to say, as we look at the fall, that if you're interested at all in potentially facilitating or hosting or some kind of leadership in life groups, we would love to talk with you about it, because right now we don't know who you are, and so please let us know that. Talk to one of the leaders, or let us know the contact link on the website or in some way, and one of our leaders from the life group leadership team will get in touch with you, walk with you, talk with you about this. We're not going to throw you into anything unprepared. We'll train you and make sure the timing's right. So anyway, that's it. Hope you guys are having an awesome week, enjoying this beautiful weather. God bless you, and we'll see you soon.